Everyone's saying that AI can build your app right now. 2 clicks, generate, done, and make money. Well, that's not true, and after I started building my own app for the last few weeks, I want to actually talk about why. Because the real answer is more useful than the hype. So first, start with research, use Claude or whatever AI you want, start digging into your idea and get real data behind it. But here's the part people get wrong when they start talking about their ideas with the humans. Don't ask people what they think of your idea. Instead, ask them if they actually use it. Because when it comes to someone else's new things, people's defaults to negatives. That's a human nature. Poking holes feels smarter than supportive. So if you ask, what do you think of this? You will mostly get doubt. But ask, will you actually use this? And you will get to something mostly closer to the truth. Here's the bigger point though. As AI gets better, people assume that mastering a skill is something useless. Well, it's actually the opposite because you need to evolve with it so you don't get replaced by it. AI is now genuinely good at code. Not perfect, but good. Design is a complete different story because AI is bad at design, especially anything that needs to feel new, original, actual thought through. Well, that kind of thinking needs imagination, which AI doesn't have this. It remixes what already exists. It doesn't invent. And there is no 2-click button that basically generates an app for you that will make you money. What actually matters is understanding real people daily problems and building something that solves these problems. That's a human skill that nobody is currently automating. Here is a real example of what this actually looked like. When I was designing the scanning flow for my recipe application, I had a thought that AI never brought up on its own, which is one photo probably isn't enough to capture everything inside a fridge. So I designed it that users can pick up a single or multiple photos he can shoot, like the opportunity to capture more angles, so he will get more accuracy and more results. That wasn't an AI idea, but I put myself in the user's shoes and I started to analyze what fridge looked like. Packed, multiple shelves, stuff hidden behind other stuffs. One photo doesn't capture that. Here is another one. Most people buy groceries on some kind of routine, weekly, monthly, whatever, which means a lot of what's already in someone's fridge stays roughly the same. So instead of making someone rescan his fridge every single time so he can get recipes, I designed it so home screen shows exactly what was found in the last time. And again, that idea came from by thinking how people actually live instead of a prompt. One more practical thing, especially if you're building your app using Claude or Codex, having an actual design system, not just screens, but real tokens for colors, spacing, typography connected to your code base is genuinely crucial. Here is why. When your design system already exists in your code base and you did run some tests or received some feedback, so the results came as you want to change something, then when you ask your AI to do it, he won't be starting guessing and rebuilding something new. It will just go ahead and start updating these tokens that you've already built using the design system. That's less thinking for AI, means it's less cost for you and getting way more consistent results. Last thing, and honestly the most important lesson from the last few weeks, you're not going to land the perfect version of anything on the first try, especially UI. If you're chasing perfect before you let yourself ship anything, you'll end up with nothing, zero output. I know that because I also fell into that trap myself. What actually worked for me was shifting focus, stop chasing the best UI first, and focus on the other user experience instead. Get that right and the visual polish can catch up alongside it. That doesn't mean ignoring usability though. Right colors, right fonts, correct spacing, and a real visual hierarchy. That stuff still matters from day one. And please don't compare your app with already built-in applications that has been running for years. So this is the real lesson from building this so far. AI is genuinely a powerful tool that will help you achieve and build anything you want, but it's not a replacement for an actual understanding of your users. Actually building your own design sense and actually being willing to ship something instead of chasing something that will never come. If you're building your app right now, that's the actual mindset that will get you somewhere. So guys, if you're following along, just hit subscribe, more coming soon.